This is my take on a Korean bibimbap dish. Bibimbap is a bowl of rice topped with some marinated beef mince, lots of different vegetables and some kimchi, which is Korean pickled cabbage. So start off with some beef mince. I've got 600 grams of lean beef mince, and we need 2 tablespoons of lee kam ki chili bean paste. This chili bean paste is a Sichuan style sauce. It's got a really nice rich umami flavour. And it is quite spicy, so if you don't want it too spicy, just add a little bit less. And then we need 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. And it's got a slightly kind of richer, more caramel flavour than the light soy sauce. I know it might sound a bit odd that I'm using these Chinese sauces in a Korean dish, but it still works really well. Lee Kam Ki premium soy sauce has a bit more of a salty flavour, and it's great for dipping sauces, but also marinades as well. And we need 2 tablespoons of premium soy sauce. And now for the Lee Kam Ki Panda brand oyster sauce. This sauce has a very rich, unique flavour and adds lots of colour. And again, we need about 2 tablespoons. Oyster sauce was Lee Kam Ki's first original product, and it's the perfect condiment with beef. And you can find these Lee Kam Ki products in supermarkets and Asian stores nationwide. Now we need some brown sugar, 2 teaspoons, some finely minced garlic and ginger, and some black pepper, freshly ground black pepper. Perfect. So mix it all around and let those flavours really absorb into the mince. It would be great if you could set it aside to marinate for at least a few hours. That would be ideal. If you don't have time, just set it aside for 10 to 15 minutes and you'll be good to go. Perfect. Now I've got some dried shiitake mushrooms, so we need to soften these up a little bit. Get some boiling water and just pour it over to cover. And these mushrooms will take about 5 to 10 minutes to soften. And while that's happening, we can prepare our vegetables for the dish. So peel your carrot, and we need to cut it into fine matchsticks. So to do this easily, cut your carrot into thirds, and then thinly slice the carrot lengthways, and then cut it into fine matchsticks. We need some fresh spring onions as well. Just finely slice the spring onions. So that's all the prep we need to do, and now we're ready to cook. Get your wok or fry pan really hot. Add a few tablespoons of oil, and then let's add our mince. You can divide your mince into 2 and cook it in 2 batches so that it avoids overcrowding the pan. The mince will take about 5 minutes to cook. So the mince is done now. Oh, that's smoky. So just set it aside and grab a new fry pan. Now we need to quickly stir fry our vegetables. So we can do the carrots first. Just stir fry the carrots for about a couple of minutes until they're just cooked through. So let's set our carrots aside as well. And now for our mushrooms. So these mushrooms are soft. They've been soaking for about 5 to 10 minutes. So drain the mushrooms, squeeze out the excess liquid, and you can add a little bit of the Lee Kam Ki premium soy sauce to the mushrooms. This will intensify their rich umami flavour and give them a little bit of colour too. Perfect, so the mushrooms are done now. So set them aside. So now for our mung bean sprouts. These only take about 30 seconds to a minute to cook. Bean sprouts are done. And the last vegetable to cook is some spinach. So a couple of good handfuls. And if you've still got the mushroom water, you can add a little bit of this mushroom water to the spinach so that it helps it steam. So just cook the spinach until it's just wilted. Perfect, we're done. So we're ready to plate up now. Over here I've got some steamed brown rice. So just fill each bowl up with some brown rice, about 1 cup per person. And now we can put all the toppings on the rice. So place each topping around the outside of the rice, just a small pile, and then we can put the mince in the middle. Then onto the spinach, some bean sprouts, and then some mushrooms, What have we got left? Some kimchi. So kimchi is pickled or fermented Korean cabbage. And it's a really nice condiment. It's got quite a bit of chili in it, so it has a bit of heat to it. You can buy this in jars from the international section of your supermarket as well. But if you don't have the kimchi, don't worry, it's fine to serve this dish without it. And the last thing we need to put on now is our mince. To finish off, you can put a few spring onions on the top. And if you like, you can also serve a fried egg on top, which is quite traditional. And a few sesame seeds to garnish. And there you have it, my take on Korean bibimbap. This is a really simple, healthy and delicious dish. That's so good.
For this recipe, go to foodtv.co.nz or lkk.com.